I'm Mark Porter. I'm an editorial designer. I have a studio in London designing print and digital editorial projects all over the world. I'm the foreman of the magazine and newspaper design jury. There are things that you notice every year. There are certain kind of types of magazines and types of newspapers that come up a lot, and it's quite hard to judge against each other sometimes. You have mainstream commercial publications which may be done very well, and you have independent publications which may be very wild and far out, and trying to get a balance between the two can be tricky. But I think there's a theme emerging about how people deal with digital media and trying to make print products really feel like print, experimenting with materials and formats and stuff. That's quite interesting. But in the end, it's really down to what makes a magazine readable. There are a few things in there that really made an impression, and I feel like with D&AD, where the standards are so high, the only things you should take notice of really are the ones that make you go, wow. And on my first trawl through, there were 4 or 5 things that really made me think, gosh, And it's great when you see those things. And I hope they get in. If they don't, I'm going to make a very strong argument that they should. Well, I think, they tell us that the first thing we should look for is originality, and I think they're the things that you've never seen before, really. Because even though a lot of it is beautiful and very well done, a lot of it kind of looks like stuff you've seen before. You've seen one fashion magazine or one food magazine or whatever, and it's very hard to make them stand out from the crowd. But every now and then you just come across an idea that's a kind of special idea that could only happen once, and those are the things that are really exciting. I'm hoping that the front page of a Swiss newspaper makes it into the next round. It's a very, very traditional and conservative newspaper, and on the day that they integrated their print newsroom and digital newsroom, they did a front page which was converted all the stories into binary information, so it's all ones and zeros. And it's pretty amazing anyway, but in the context of this very conservative Swiss newspaper, I think that's pretty astounding.